Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be swatching, reviewing, and doing a wear test of the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream. It's a full coverage, long-lasting, dewy finish with broad spectrum SPF 30. I have the original Camo one and I liked it, but I found it a little bit too thick and hard to work with. But this one with the more hydrating formula is definitely more easier to blend. But I have noticed, this is the first impression of it, I've worn it I would say about 5 times. You really have to watch what you're mixing with it or it will not blend on the skin. Like I had put on a hydrating moisturizer and then I tried my No. 7 Airbrush Tinted Away primer, and when I tried blending that with the CC cream, it just like pilled and separated and wouldn't blend nice into the skin. So I have been just doing it with just my moisturizer and then the CC cream, nothing else underneath. I do need to try it with some more of the e.l.f. primers to see if those blend well together. In the how to apply the Camo Hydrating CC Cream, it does say to prep the skin with the Poreless Putty Primer, and then you apply 1 to 2 pumps of the CC cream to clean skin using the Complexion Duo brush, which I do have and I do use later, but I did use a sponge to start with. Showing you footage from a few different days. This was, I think, before Christmas when I was trying this, and I definitely had some more like acne going up on my skin just from stress. And here it is really close up. I like it because it doesn't look like makeup. That just looks like my skin and perfected, and obviously you can still see my zits there. They were pretty volcano-like and sore, but you can build them up. This is the other day. I wore it to go bowling with my nephew, and I only have the moisturizer on and the CC cream because I wanted to see it by itself, and it looks okay, but it still doesn't look amazing, and we don't want to be wearing something that doesn't make us feel good, and this just does not make my skin feel beautiful. Okay, this is at the end of the day. I would say I wore it for like 5-6 hours. We went bowling with my nephew for his 10th birthday. He may be my baby Eli, but he's not no baby anymore. But I'm not gonna lie, I am just not loving this stuff. You can just see the texture it adds to my skin. It just makes me look dry, and it's just so finicky that I have so many other foundations that at the end of the day I look in the mirror and go, that looks good, still looks great. I feel like this emphasizes texture, lines, everything. So I wanted to try it again with one of my favorite primers from e.l.f., which is the Good Vibes Only Smoothing Primer. I love this stuff. It is such a nice dimethicone smoothing primer. Really slips onto the skin and fills in those pores. And I have to say, out of the 3 different methods I've tried, this is the best method to wear this foundation for me, at least. This primer really helps the product blend into your skin as well as look better at the end of the day. I use more than 1 pump. Maybe it's because I use a sponge, so maybe that soaks up some of the product. But I usually use 1 or 2 pumps just to get a nice coverage. I'm also breaking out a lot, so I feel like that's a good test to show the coverage. But I feel like you can already tell with this primer, it looks so much more smoother, less dry, less textured. So if you're gonna try it out, go for more of a dimethicone. I don't know how to describe it other than it feels like a nice soft gel on your skin that really blended well with the foundation. And I did try and go ahead and go with the Liquid Putty Poreless Putty Primer that they suggested. And to be honest, I mean, it looks okay, but still, I wasn't that impressed. This is day 3, going back to my horrible job. And I do not care what people view me as when I'm there because I do not like being there. But I did want to try this out in a more heated climate. And I did try the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. That is really hard to say. And it definitely played nice. It's definitely, you know, if you have this primer, it will work well with the primer. I still feel like the Good Vibes Only one is a better texture, personally, for my skin, and I'm breaking out again. So I would say it covers the zits well, but nothing like crazy. These are pretty mountainous on the side of my face, so it was gonna take a lot to cover those, but my Run Beauty foundation does cover it, so I mean, there's that. Maybe it's the foundation that's breaking me out because I haven't had this many zits in a while and it's not even close to my period. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's this foundation because I have worn it like 5 or 6 times in a row and I have 5 zits now. So I'm starting to think maybe this is just not good for my skin. I'm gonna stop using it for about a week and see if it clears up, and then I'm gonna go back in with it again and see if that is breaking me out. Because if that's the case, then I'm gonna re-gift this to someone who could use it. Maybe my mother. I feel like she would like this. But yeah, it doesn't look too crazy good on my nose or on my, in between my forehead, and it just like doesn't blend well. And I feel like I had the same gripe with the other one. It was just too drying, and this is supposed to be hydrating. So the fact that it's not making my skin look nice and juicy says a lot to me. So I would say this isn't Maggie approved. I would give it a big thumbs down. But that's just me, and if you love it, that's good. But I just figured I'd put my 2 cents into this little CC cream because I was excited about it and I do love e.l.f. Say I go for the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation over this one, in my opinion. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. I'm going to be trying to upload more. Life has just been lifing with like the holidays and the new year. But I have some fun videos planned. But have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye!